Hey, beautiful souls. Today we will be discussing the benefits of eating a plant based diet. I will go over all the benefits going plant based can have on your health and the planet. I will talk about the negative impact of not eating plant based. I will also cover how not all plant based or vegan meals are always healthy and why. And I will also give you some documentaries that you can watch to get more knowledge and information on this topic because this video is only scratching the surface of this topic. It's such a broad subject, and there is so much information and subtopics like transportation, fashion, sustainability, hunting or scavenging for your own food, and more. So these documentaries will help link more topics together that are interconnected from experts on those subjects. The best kept secret of medicine is that the body heals itself if we create the right conditions and stop doing things that create the sickness in the first place. Dr. Michael Greger. There are multiple reasons why people go plant based, and all of them are equally important with their own benefits. One of the main reasons people go plant based is to save the lives of animals. About 73 billion animals are slaughtered each year to harvest animal meat. But statistics show that by going vegan, each person saves nearly 200 animals per year. Another reason is you help to save the environment. Factory farm production of meat accounts for nearly 15% of all greenhouse gas emissions from food production, whereas plant based meats emit up to 90% fewer greenhouse gases than producing conventional meat, which can also reduce wastewater that creates ocean dead zones in the ocean that kill off marine life. Meat production often requires extensive grasslands, which can be created by cutting down trees and destroying ecosystems and wildlife habitats. Sustainability is a subtopic around going vegan and living a plant based lifestyle. And when looking at the land used to grow crops to create animal feed, it has been studied that if the world adopted a plant based diet, we would be able to reduce global agricultural land use from 4 billion to 1 billion hectares. According to a study done by UCLA, it is more efficient and cost effective to eat plant foods than animal foods to save water. It takes about 1,800 gallons of water to produce just 1 pound of meat, whereas it only takes 39 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of vegetables. Switching to a plant based diet can also help you live a happier life spiritually. The law of conservation states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only converted from one form of energy to another. And when applied to the consumption of animals that came from a factory farm, it means the mental, emotional, and physical suffering and sickness the animals go through lives within their organs, muscle memory, and body tissue. And when humans consume their flesh, that energy gets transferred into the body and can express itself as sickness in the human body. Tracking Happiness also did a study on 11,537 people, all with different diets, and found that vegans are actually 7% happier than non vegans. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. Brian Herbert. Growing up in the Western world, a diet heavy in meat, eggs, and milk might seem normal, but research has shown that regularly eating red meat and processed meat can raise the risk of type 2 diabetes, coronary heart disease, stroke, and certain cancers, especially colorectal cancer. According to the World Health Organization, red meat, which includes all mammalian meat, including beef, veal, pork, lamb, mutton, horse, and goat, and processed meats, have been classified as group 1 carcinogens. By definition, a carcinogen is a substance, organism, or agent capable of causing cancer. Red and processed meats are in the same category as asbestos, automobile exhaust fumes, and cigarettes for their ability to increase the risk of total mortality, cause inflammation to the body, and contribute to other health issues like cardiovascular diseases, IBS, gout, obesity, and diabetes. Antibiotic consumption is also another health complication of consuming meat because thousands of animals are kept in close proximity in unhygienic conditions and are given preventative antibiotics. According to the CDC, when animals are given antibiotics, resistant bacteria in their intestines can continue to survive and grow. And according to the World Health Organization, scientific evidence demonstrates that overuse of antibiotics in animals can contribute to the emergence of antibiotic resistance in humans, which can lead to more illness or zoonotic viruses. Dairy products also have their own negative health impacts. Milk and other dairy products are the top sources of saturated fat in the American diet, contributing to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and Parkinson's disease. Studies have also linked dairy to an increased risk of breast, ovarian, and prostate cancers. Dairy products are high in cholesterol, and continuously consuming dairy products can cause cardiovascular complications, including chest pains, heart attack, and stroke. It can also raise your blood pressure. According to the National Center of Biotechnology Information, NCBI, the more dairy a participant consumed, the higher their blood pressure levels tended to be. Dairy products like reduced fat cheese and processed yogurt both contain a high sodium content because food manufacturers replace the taste of fat by adding salt, which can cause health complications in the body. Dairy has also been shown to actually weaken your bones. Higher consumption of milk leads to a higher risk in bone fractures. Milk doesn't only affect your internal health, but your outside appearance as well. Cow milk is for baby cows to drink to grow larger and stronger. And when mother cows are milked late into their pregnancy, their secretion of estrogen increases and is present in the milk. According to the National Institute of Medicine, in a study done on measurements of estrogen in cow's milk, they found that the proportions of active estrogens, estradiol, and estradiol in the fat phases of milk by radioactive tracer on separated milk were 65% and 80%. All of this estrogen can increase acne production, menstrual cramps, and cancers. Because of these known facts, more companies are creating new plant based meat and dairy alternatives to try and reduce the consumption of actual meat and dairy products. These products are definitely saving animal lives, producing less pollution, and are more sustainable because they don't need acres of land or gallons of water to be produced. So, in that way, they are amazing and are a win for vegans everywhere. But when you are looking at these products from a health standpoint, some products are somewhat healthier than actual meat and dairy products or just as unhealthy. For example, some plant based meats are just as high or higher in sodium and saturated fat than animal meats. Snacks like fries are cooked in unhealthy oils, and vegan ice cream contains high levels of sugar, but is still considered vegan food. That is why it's important to understand the difference between a whole food vegan diet, which is consuming fresh fruits and vegetables, and a highly processed vegan diet, which means consuming things like plant based meats, processed nut milk, vegan snacks, candy, or fried vegetables. So it is important to know why you are choosing to be vegan or plant based in the first place. so that you can choose foods that align with your values. If you are vegan for the animals, then buying and eating the fries, potato chips, or vegan ice cream and plant based burgers is not harming animals, and you are still aligned with your values. But if you are vegan for your health specifically, then choosing to eat the processed vegan food options would not align with your values and wouldn't help you nutritionally and would not be healthy options for you to consume. And you would be better off eating a whole food plant based diet, mainly fruits, vegetables, grains, and nuts. It's up to you to figure out what is important to you and how you want to incorporate different products into your lifestyle. And choosing your why is the first step. What the Health? This is the documentary that changed my whole life. This documentary was so eye opening and infuriating at the same time. It really made me want to take my health into my own hands because large corporations do not have your best interests in mind when it comes to living a healthy life. They care about profits, and all of their ethics go out the window when it comes to health. They continue to use marketing to sell foods that contribute to public health problems and then gain more profits from the illnesses and diseases that result from an unhealthy diet. Unfortunately, just because something is sold in stores or is even labeled as a health food doesn't mean it actually is. But this documentary will help you see things more clearly. Seaspiracy and Cowspiracy. Both of these are must watch series. Cowspiracy exposes the factory farming industry, and Seaspiracy exposes the fishing industry. They talk about why eating meat and fish is not sustainable for a world population of 7.9 billion people on Earth. Animal agriculture and the fishing industry are the leading causes of deforestation, water consumption, and pollution. They are responsible for more greenhouse gases than the transportation industry and contribute to rainforest destruction, species extinction, habitat loss, topsoil erosion, ocean dead zones, and virtually every other environmental ill. Slay. This is a recent documentary that exposes fashion's animal cruelty practices. Around 2.5 billion animals are killed for fashion every year, and around 1.4 billion of those are in the leather industry. More brands have been banning the use of animal skins or fur, but fashion is still far from cruelty free. Earthlings. Viewers be warned, this documentary is very hard to watch. This film highlights the destruction humans have been having on this planet, nature, and animals, and it honestly just broke my heart to know and see with my own eyes so much eradication that happens on a daily basis in this world. This will be a difficult watch, and you might need to wipe some tears away. But when you choose to wake up and see large corporations for what they truly are and what they're doing to this planet and deprogram all the social conditioning you've lived with, it is hard to go back. And knowing that you have more control over your health and what you choose to support makes you that much stronger. The Need to Grow. This documentary is great because it focuses on solutions and how we can actually move forward into a sustainable future. The documentary highlights people who are leading the way to a sustainable system of agriculture that can help to feed everyone with less pollution and a healthier outcome. Thank you for watching. I hope this information is helpful to you. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more holistic living tips.